season Week 17 is underway.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Start the drive. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play. 13 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
James White's first carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's White. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
I'm about to go home.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's one that's intercepted. Shaq Thompson here to pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on.
And right away, he lost the football. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Faking the give, Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. On first down, it's Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 13.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
again McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
But they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Andrew Beck, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at about the 1. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Their own 7-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's the throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots nothing.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's White. And he will have the Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Newton able to get this to his running back White. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
44-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run with White. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
First down.
Former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
The tackle made by...
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Chuck that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Bounce
bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. A first down throw, Darnold. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is right through.
The score, Patriots 14, Panthers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A throw over the middle, taken in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They'll try and run it in with White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the 2nd half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. It's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
This is fielded at the 7. And he'll be out right at the 35. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Off of play action, Darnold. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Darnold from the gun. And that will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The three straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. And they are going for it. Darnold. And this is caught. He hits more. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Again, Darnold. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At their 49-yard line.
Throwing again is Darnold. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Nice job there utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Matt Judon. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack on first down, Darnold. Incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And now it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Yeah, it's on.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
At the 6-yard line.
At the 7-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Just keeping the play alive. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 21-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Second down and 10, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On first down, Darnold escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll try and start this drive in the air. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one spanning and even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second and 10, Darnold. And my goodness, another interception.
picked off by J.C. Jackson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8. 2 yards left on second down from the 9. He'll drop it underneath to White. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's going to look deep for more. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
They go with White on the counter. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. He's still fighting forward. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 1st and 10, Darnold over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
16-yard line.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's got a touchdown. Ian Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to 24.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Opting to run again here with White. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
The Patriot first down.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll look to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He got it out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
For the extra point.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. sideline throw. That's caught by Moore. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
To the air again, Darnold. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Slide for the PAT. And the lead is down to 24.
Next to score, Patriots 45, Panthers 21. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Throwing the out route and complete. That's White. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New England, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.